lined up now, and away they go. The mile-and-a-half trip then for this Pertemps network at Yorkshire Oaks, and Ryan Moore immediately dropping Content out as they move down the back straight here and drawn wide, and probably just about leading is Port Fairy in the Michael Tabor blue and orange colours, but Mistral Star is right up there on the inside rail as well, about a length down in second. Emily Upjohn racing in third as they cross the path there. Content is quite keen, flanked then by old rival You Got To Me in the pink cap on the outside. Mistral Star, Queen of the Pride, and at the back of the field is Lava Stream as they race across the far side of the Naesmire and approach the final mile of the contest. There's about 7 lengths then between first and last. So Port Fairy, Wayne Lorden leading from Emily Upjohn, who now goes just second. Kieran Schumacher in the pink jacket, ahead then of Sea Theme in third place, and the mount of Tom Marcon. Fourth then is the Irish Oaks heroine You Got To Me, with Content, who chased her home that day on the inside, still taking a little bit of a grip under Ryan Moore. She's in fifth, a length and a half clear of Mistral Star as they move down the far side inside the final 6 furlongs then of this contest. Still at the back is Queen of the Pride, Oisin riding her cold, and 2 lengths away then last is Lava Stream. Now they're racing inside the final 5 furlongs and taking the long sweeping turn towards the home straight here. And it's Port Fairy in front from Emily Upjohn in second. On the inside, still going nicely, is Sea Theme, You Got To Me, and Hector Crouch now just being shaken up here on the inside. Content is just beginning to improve slightly. Mistral Star is trying to close down on the leaders. Queen of the Pride's got a bit on, but she's now being asked to try and pick up, but she's been relegated to last place now by Lava Stream. They're coming down the home straight, and Emily Upjohn is cruising to the front here with 2.5 furlongs left to travel. You Got To Me is within about a length then of Emily Upjohn, who comes under pressure now. She still leads as they race up towards the final furlong. On the inside, Content is rallying over on the far rail there and is joining in the closing stages. Emily Upjohn, Content on the far side, wearing them down, and You Got To Me rallying as well. Content just in front from You Got To Me, and Content, it's another Group 1 for Ballydoyle. Content wins the Yorkshire Oaks. You Got To Me in second, Emily Upjohn and Mistral Star back in fourth ahead of Sea Theme.
It's the 4th pattern race of the week for Aidan O'Brien here at the York Ebor Festival, and we're only on day 2. The Yorkshire Oaks has gone to Content. Congratulations. It looked like she was fighting Ryan a little bit in the early stages.
Oh yeah, she's difficult, Lydia. When we went to the Prissy Polly with her over a mile and a quarter, we weren't sure she would get it. Ryan dropped her out and put her asleep, and she came home very well behind 2 older fillies, and Ryan said next day there's no doubt he felt that he would have both of them. Flew past the line, and he said up to 1.5 miles the next day, and he felt was well within her compass. We went to the Irish Oaks with her then, and we had a pacemaker in, and the pacemaker didn't go fast enough and maybe messed up the race. The race never opened up at all, and Ryan dropped her in and got her to relax. It probably did her good long term, but it never opened in time for her. And the same, Ryan said she went by the line full. He thought there was plenty left. So obviously we left out the other filly today, and Port Fairy is a good filly in her own right. She's a Ribbonsdale winner, so Wayne went along nice and even on her, but she was still very keen early, and it's very rare for a horse to run half as keen as that and win, but she was very keen. So Brett does an unbelievable job with her at home, and Jamie and Trevor. So and like I thought, had the 3 after running that keen that she was the petrol gauge was gone to empty, and Ryan said it was, but she just kept coming. Like, she's a typical example of Galileo. No matter if there's no more left, if their legs can move, they'll put them out there, and that's what she did. She went right to the end. Ryan said like there was no stop, you know, and 99% of horses, thoroughbreds, will get faint-hearted at that stage and like hold up the flag, but they don't. Whatever it is about them, they're so genuine, and they can get tired today and tomorrow and the next day and still come out and still give their best again. It's a very unusual trait in an animal, and that's obviously why we're so excited about City. He has all that trait as well. Like, he will go hard, and if he's tired, he'll still keep putting out his legs, you know. So it's and that's what excited is about Justify. We felt it justifies where Galileos with more class. They just keep doing it, you know. So listen, it's but it's incredible with this filly. Lydia.
You mentioned Galileo, and that's his 100th individual Group 1 winner. That's an astounding achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, that's incredible. Obviously, John and Sue and Michael and Doreen that raced Galileo from the start and brought him all the way through his career and went at the right mares from and made all the pedigrees. It's just incredible, Lydia. You can see what has happened since we went to Ballydoyle, and he was kind of towards the end of Sadler's Wells, and he arrives and wins the Derby, and like it's just incredible. I think what the stamp he's going to leave on pedigrees for generations and generations is going to be incalculable, I'd say, really, you know, so incredible. Before we go, Lydia, I'd like to say Jenny O'Mara has been my right hand for 30 years in Ballydoyle. Her husband passed away the day before yesterday, and the funeral is today, so just to say to Jenny and all her family, we're thinking of them and their thoughts and prayers are with them, just before we go, if you didn't mind.
No, not at all. I'm so sorry to hear that. And
yeah, so it's just very sad, but Jenny would have been with me through watching all these horses work every morning, so it would have all done all the notes and everything. Like for our team has been, you know, just one of those very special people that I don't mention, and I'm always mentioning people, but Jenny's there for all the horses all the time, and I have never mentioned her, so just a very sad day, and we're thinking of her.
Yeah, it's quite right that you mentioned her. It seems absurd that now I'm going to ask you about Content, but I wanted to find out whether she's going for the Breeders' Cup, because she ran so well in the Breeders' Cup as a juvenile. Yes. Surely the setup of the Breeders' Cup for Liam Turf would suit her really well.
Yeah, 100%, Lydia. You're 100% right. Where they'll go fast pace, fast ground, it should improve her a lot. Like the petrol that she was wasting early today with a fastly run race, she'll be saving all that petrol, and she should be able to pick up and go. Like today was just pure courage, I think, made her keep going. But you'd imagine if she was cruising along in the gears she should be, rather than 2 gears too high, like she should find plenty. So you would imagine that setup would be perfect for her. And I think it's a 1.3 miles this year, so so obviously the lads will decide that, but I would say that kind of race is made for her.
And Port Fairy, she's in the St Ledger. Would she carry a penalty in the Park Hill? What might you do?
Yeah, she could. I think it was the Ribbonsdale Group 2 or Group 3, so if it's a Group 2, we give her a chance of doing it, and maybe not use her as much, or maybe going up in trip will suit her. She is Australian, and it's always a strong influence for stamina as well. So it's very possible, but she's very genuine filly as well, so and she's a Ribbonsdale winner, and you know, so she's very valuable filly.
Absolutely. Many congratulations. Thank you very much for your time, Aidan.
Pleasure, Lydia. Thank you.